Hey, Primatech Peeps! Welcome back to the Primatech Files, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things in the Hero universe. I am Lilith, and joining me, as always, is...
It's me, Ricky. Hello.
Dude, it's been a really long time since we've just done a plain old Primatech Files episode.
I know, right? Nothing to talk about apart from stuff. Yeah, it feels weird.
This is our 1 year retrospective episode.
I know, right? Did we? I didn't even think we'd break like 100. We've said this already. We said this on the 100th episode, but yeah, now we're like what, a year on. It's really weird.
Yeah, we're still going.
The show's been over for about 2-3 months now, and we're still going. So yeah.
But we still have the comic books to talk about, and it's always fun to rehash stuff. It's always fun to be a Monday morning quarterback. Sorry, Ricky, for the reference. I am determined to get my damn Mossy interview. Okay, it is gonna happen, and also James Kyson needs to as
Follow
well.
us.
They need to do it together.
I know, right? And Greg, you need to follow us. James.
Henry, what
James.
happened?
James, you need to follow us. Nepper, you need to follow us. So yeah. Cool.
So this is kind of a what if episode, if you will.
This is the fanfic episode, definitely. So, for the past week, we have been asking people to send us their thoughts on what they would like to see in what if there was a season 2. We have also got some of the guys who were actually on season 2. I just want to say that obviously season 2 is a possibility, but this is what they as fans would like to see, not what they know that they will see. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it'll be another 5 years, don't you worry.
Shall we start off with... We'll start off with some of the fan guys. So Talan Rue said that they'd like to see a Parkman season.
I agree.
They'd also like to see a Rene story arc about before he worked for Primatech.
Didn't we get that in the graphic novels, though?
Yeah, we kind of did, yeah. And we also, like, he joined when he was like 12, so, or he joined when he was like a teenager. So yeah, maybe it could be that in between stage, you know, that when he was training and working with Jack Coleman, and we can, you know, get them two back together maybe. Chris Kirkpatrick said they've dabbled with Evo sanctions and Roundup in Heroes Prime. All of that was just to keep their existence hidden from the public. Though Tommy and Malina were instrumental in stopping the Healy, it is unlikely to change public hatred of Evos anytime soon. In fact, it is more likely that the full force of the police and military may ultimately be called upon to take them out. While Erica Kravitz is gone, her tech is still around. Evos will still need to go underground, while others will choose to actively resist to protect the innocent, such as Farah, El Vengador, and Micah. Hiro still has a lot to offer. I would love for the next story to head in this direction, and he also would like them to take a hiatus from the whole save the world focus.
Yes, I agree on that point.
He has a bit more, like the X-Men enthusiast would like to see the Evos being chased by gigantic peacekeeping robots.
You mean Sentinels? No.
No, I think he's talking about like giant computer game sprites who are...
That's even worse.
They are undefeatable unless you get them in the Achilles, because obviously Achilles heel. But yeah, Kerry Ellis says she wants to find out about Peter and Sylar and what happened to them. I think a lot of people do.
I only care about Ando, sorry.
Fair enough. Kailan Heritage, sorry if I said your name wrong. They want to know who Tommy and Malina's father is. Also want to know what happened to people like Peter, Sylar, and Ando. So yes.
Only Ando.
Hardworking Deb said, how about when they were teens/kids and how they dealt with their abilities? So I think she is talking about the founders there.
Yes, we need more founders episodes, but the kids that played them are so old now, though.
Yeah, but you can have them as like, because some of them still look pretty young, so you could still technically have them, but like they were in their 20s now, or because you know they always age down.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ginger Pauly said, I'd like to see me. So yes,
we agree, of course.
Mama Shaw back up in the place. Ryan Gibson Stewart said, a new iteration, grittier, higher stakes, not afraid to kill off some of the beloved characters, and bring back Mr. Muggles. But Ryan, would you be prepared to have Mr. Muggles come back and then get killed off?
Sylar comes back and finally kills Mr. Muggle.
Exactly. And then that's it. What have you been doing for the past 10 years? I've been chasing down Mr. Muggles. I've killed him. I can live in peace now. And then he goes into like the Tibetan mountains and just lives in peace.
I have to say that, they did kill off, spoiler alert, they did kill off HRG. So, I mean, and that's the riskiest thing. I never thought that would happen. So. And,
they've still got those Schrodinger's cats of the original characters as well. So,
those damn boxes.
Let's not forget about those guys in those boxes. So, yeah, we also got a sound clip coming up from Toru Ichikado.
Hi, my name is Toru, who played Ren Shimosawa in Heroes Reborn. And if Tim Cranks, he makes another series of Heroes, I'd love to know what happened to Sylar and also Hiro. Did he die, fighting off Harris or not? And also, of course, who the father is of Tommy and Malina.
We also got a soundbite coming up from our favorite, Mr. Nate Milton.
Hey, what's going on? This is Nate, or you may know me as the Godfather, but that doesn't matter right now. What I'm here to talk about is what I would love to see for Heroes if they were to be another season. I think there's 3 things you got to have. Number 1, we need Micah, and not just as a side character or as somebody in the background. We need dedicated storyline with Micah Sanders. That's what the people want. That's what the people need. We also need a season where at the end of this finale, at the very end of the season, the Haitian is around doing something actively to involve himself in the resolution of the conflict. So we need Haitian to be there, not to be somewhere else. And the final thing we need, the last thing we need, is something that you cannot have Heroes without, and that's some Masaoka. I don't care if it's a flashback, flash forward, flash sideways, because time is a circle. We need Hiro Nakamura in Heroes, or else it's not Heroes. So those are the 3 things that I want to see from another season of Heroes.
Next up, we have one Mr. Zach Crayley. This is his soundbite.
Hey, this is Zach Crayley. I was one of the writers on Heroes Reborn. And if there was another Heroes series, what I'd like to see is probably, first of all, that it's not another 5 years until we get to do more episodes. I'd like to see, in the same way that Heroes Reborn had, a mix of returning characters and new characters. And I think that was sort of a successful equation. And it'd be great to meet those characters, or the returning characters, in sort of an exciting or unexpected place or way that we jump into their story. I'd like to see the sort of mythology of the show expand beyond sort of, the Petrellis and the families and stuff we've known, and sort of add some new facets to that. We should definitely find out who the daddy is, and whatever happened to Hiro Nakamura. Where in time is he?
That's what everyone wants to do. So let's talk about season 2 and what we can do to kind of encompass all these things. So the way I'm seeing it is we're going to do exactly what they did for Heroes Reborn. So we're going to have a main series. We're going to have webisodes. We're going to have ebooks. And
maybe not the ebooks and focus more on the graphic novels.
Yeah. So maybe graphic novels, but we can have an ebook or two.
Ebook, as long as it's not novella length. Like, I want a full length book.
But like Timothy Zahn said, he wouldn't be opposed to writing another story about Father Maurizio. But then again,
we're done with Father Maurizio, though. Can we get Cole Cutler or somebody like that?
Cole Cutler. Yes, we've got to talk to
rubbing the salt in Ricky's wound.
We've got to talk to Mr. David Bishop and give us more Cole Cutler. So yeah, that's definitely going to happen. So that's down. One of the stories is it's going to be Cole Cutler after he's had his interview with Henry Zabrowski or Quentin, and then that's leading into the main series. Yeah?
Yeah, sounds
okay.
good.
So who are we going to bring back from, like, Zach Crayley said he'd like to see a mix of old heroes and new heroes. So obviously we can't decide. Well, we know who.
Obviously we're having Quentin back. He's the new HRG.
Yeah. And obviously the listeners want Parkman to be back, Renee and Micah, and Peter and Sylar. and Hiro. So those guys are back. And the only new character that we can kind of talk about is the father, because everyone wants to know who the father is. So those are our go-to characters for the meantime. Yeah?
Yeah.
And we've also got to have the twins, or one of them.
Malina, since it was so focused on Tommy, and
Yeah.
he was kind of, no offense, he was just kind of milquetoast.
Yeah.
Can we get Malina and develop her, please?
Definitely. We'll have her, those are the guys who are going to be in the new series. They said no more saving the world. So let's do like...
Does it count if we go back and fix what Claire did, though?
I don't want to go back and fix what Claire did.
I do.
She made her mistake, and she paid for it. If we go back, then she's going to unpay for it. So, yeah.
He's like, I like the fact that she's dead, Lilith, okay?
Yeah. So the guys are still... So obviously the heroes are still in hiding. Let's go with Season 3B, where it's not saving the world, it's just surviving.
Surviving, yeah.
So shall we just go with, like, what should have been villains?
Villains done right?
Yes. So we will go with the father. We'll go with Hammer leading a new team of villains because he wants to take back the twins for whatever reason.
Do we revive Pinehurst?
No.
Okay.
He's completely separate. But
there is the organization, maybe?
yes. The organization, yes. And we have serious-looking woman turn up from Heroes Destiny. So that's...
Wow, we're like going way back to our old Easter eggs here.
Exactly. And also, Zach Crayley said he wanted the mythology to be expanded beyond the founders' families, so we can talk more about the villain side. So they could have always been opposed in the background, like a kind of secret society. Oh, man.
Issac Mendez has a clone. That's a subplot.
Yep. Okay. His twin. His
long lost twin.
Yes. Who was like the Flash, given up and given to his mortal enemy, who was the father. So he's okay. The father is Issac Mendez is Hammer. Okay. So now we
get back at Peter for Simone.
Yes. Okay. So his name is we're just gonna go still with Hammer. So Hammer Mendez is the new big bad, but his power is, what should his power be? I think his power should kind of be, let's go with, just off the top of my head, and because I want Micah in it to be bad, let's go with Pheromone Manipulation.
Okay, I can get down with that.
So that's why Micah's bad, but he can still ultimately turn back to good. And he is using Micah to turn humanity against Evos. So where Micah was like hero truther, he's just the other way round. He's hero liar. Yeah?
He's hero propagandist.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where we're going with season 2. And it ends with a big battle.
Oh, and he totally has Parkman to help out, and he doesn't even have to manipulate his pheromone.
Yes. And he has Mohinder, and they're together.
And they're trying to avenge Molly's death.
Yes. With Matt Parkman Jr.
Baby, stop and go!
Exactly. So there's the new House of M there. There's House of M2. Yeah?
Okay.
And at the end, Renee's the one who stops everything, yeah?
Okay, agreed.
Yeah, cool. So Renee doesn't really turn up. He's just in the background, like usual. And then at the end, he's able to stop.
He shoots somebody off a bridge.
Yeah. He's... Oh, man. I think we're really going well with this. Anyway, so that's the main story. It's all over the place, but cool.
Ooh, but wait. And then Angela, like to start it all off, Angela gets a vision of her mother, see? And then we can work Ginger Polly back in.
Yes.
That's how every season from now on should start, with Angela's vision.
And it will explain everything. Yeah. No, because I've thought of something better. AH at the end. The webisodes are going to be about the founders. Each episode's going to be like how they did in the comics, where it was like a different decade. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to start off at Coyote Sands and them getting them together again. Maybe doing something off-site or something like that.
But we should also have them as older too, so we can get Malcolm McDonald pushing Lunchables.
And then that's where we start with Hammer Mendez is dad. Yes. So that's where it starts. And then the second one is Daddy Mendez joining. So yeah, it's going to tell the story of Hammer all the way through, and he's always been there. Yeah?
Yep. There we go.
Or his lineage has always been there. So yes. Cool. Awesome. And that's it.
So in other words, dear heroes, you should totally hire Lilith and Ricky.
And we've already got, what was the ebook? The ebook was
Cole Cutler's story.
Cole Cutler's story from David Bishop. And we'll also get Keith DeCandido to do the 5 years from the father's point of view, from Hammer's point of view, yeah?
Yep.
And those are the only 2 books, but they're bigger.
Yeah, none of this 80-page crap.
Yeah.
I need a real juicy story.
Okay, so that's that. Then
now the video games.
Yeah. So, what can we do for the video games?
I think it should do something to do with the founders, definitely though.
Okay.
Like, it should be like clues, and you unlock kind of like do you remember the Matrix and how they had the Matrix video game, and it actually told a little bit of the story that you didn't get in the movie.
Yeah,
it should be something
vaguely
like that.
So where would it start? It would start with Coyote Sands again.
Mm-hmm.
But then I feel like we're stepping on the webisodes.
It could be complimentary though, because the founder story is huge. There's a lot of people and a lot of stuff to cover.
We can cover the other side of the founders, the ones who were nameless. And
we can have Arnold in there somewhere cooking at the
dinner. Exactly. So games. The games are about the nameless founders. Awesome.
Ooh, and how the catalyst actually works. We're gonna break that down too. It's not magic, damn it.
We're gonna put some science behind it, and then the graphic novels are just going to be about Elvenga Truther back
and
together.
What they're doing. Yeah.
Yep. Still fighting the good fight. Who else?
We need something for Malina though. She gets the mobile game. We figure out what her and Angela were doing. That whole damn time.
Yeah. So So it's just her walking around the big mansion trying to find stuff to do.
Reading files, solving puzzles.
Yeah. Just using the wind to blow stuff away. Awesome.
Controlling the bees and the butterflies.
I think we got this. Also, I'm going to bring up the audio drama. And we're going to go back, definitely.
You get Clay Bennett, obviously.
Yep. And Erica and how they got together. And by that, I mean they became the boss and the right hands, not how they got together. Unless maybe. Who knows? It's an audio drama. They can get away with stuff. No, they can't. Not like that. No. Anyway. I got carried away with myself there.
It's okay. It's the fanfic episode. That's what you do with fanfic.
Awesome. So I think that pretty much covers it.
Everybody's just going, oh my God, they have lost their mind.
Yeah. In the show notes, we will actually put everything and how it is meant to be, because we did go through this in like really random orders. So I will write down what the main series is going to kind of be in plot points. Yeah?
Yep.
Awesome.
Ricky's so obsessive about the show notes. Yeah. I love it.
I've got to get these show notes right. Do you have anything else that you'd like to add in?
No, I think we pretty much worked and weaved everything in. I honestly though.
Oh, ebook. What Ando is doing.
That needs a webisode all its own.
So that's going to be the 3-part webisode dealing with him in a car, in a Cadillac.
No, we're back to the Nissan Versa. Damn it.
No, it's Cadillac.
I hate it.
The car webisode is going to be all about Ando and what he's been doing.
Because there's no Cadillacs in Tokyo, buddy.
But he's in America.
Is he?
He is in my fanfic, and in my webisodes he is.
Is he in LA? Is he like the porn king of LA? Is that what it is?
No, he's married. How dare you? He's a married man.
Not to Hiro's sister, please.
Yeah, he's married to Hiro. He's married to Kimiko.
Ugh. Really?
Don't. Well, come on.
That's bad taste from season 4 in my mouth right there.
Sorry, what did we say was happening with Hiro? Hiro's in it, so he's obviously survived.
That's all we're gonna do for Hiro. We opened that box and he's actually alive. The poison didn't get him.
It starts off with him and Mama Clark meeting up again, but he's older. Like he's older because he's had to wait another couple of years. So yeah. Oh, and it's a flashback to Charlie. He's like old man and she's like young woman, but she stays with
another bad taste in my mouth from season 4.
Yes.
Ricky's like, you brought that thing up, now I'm gonna bring this thing up.
I think we're done.
Please God be done. So yeah, let us know if you think we're absolutely bat guano crazy. Or if it works for you.
Only let us know if you love it. Let me know if what I said that left a bad taste in Lilith's mouth actually makes sense.
Charlie never made sense. Sorry. Sorry, all you Hero Charlie shippers. So yeah. Okay, we will hit you with the shameless plugs and self-promotion. Looks like it's time for some shameless plugs and self-promotion. We'll start with the show contact info. We here at Primatech Files love listener feedback. If you would like to get a hold of us, we have a ton of ways. You can email us via primatechfiles@gmail.com. You can leave us a private message or interact with our posts over on facebook.com/primatechfiles. We live tweet 2 episodes per week every Saturday starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For more information, be sure to follow us on Twitter at PrimatechFiles. You can also find us on Clamor, Tumblr, and YouTube by simply searching for Primatech Files. If you enjoy this podcast, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes. What's that? You don't have an iTunes account? That's okay. We're on a lot of podcatcher services such as Stitcher and SoundCloud. All you have to do is search for, you guessed it, Primatech Files. We're also on Libsyn. And if you want to follow our RSS feed there, all you have to do is go to primatechfiles.libsyn.com and bookmark the site to stay up to date with this podcast. Libsyn is spelled Libsyn, just in case you were wondering. We look forward to interacting with you.
If you love our podcast, be sure to check out Southgate Media Group's iTunes provider page to see a list of what other podcasts are hot and trending in our network. Or you can take that one step further and visit southgatemediagroup.com, where you can find a full list of our 80-plus podcasts, along with weekly blogs and information about all the hosts. With so many podcasts that cover everything from anime to wrestling, there's sure to be tons of podcasts that could interest you.
Hey guys, you should know by now that you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you have a Tumblr, be sure to check out it's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. And of course, be sure to swing by my blog if you are a pop culture junkie or comic book geek at littlepopculturevulture.blogspot.com. I also host several other podcasts on the Southgate Media Group network. Some of them are The Flashpoint, Queen Consolidated, and Channel 52. So if you are into, obviously, DC comic book related stuff, be sure to check it out.
You can find my writings at tvbinges.com. It's a place for all your binge watching needs, and you can also create your own TV binge and we'll help promote it. We do a monthly binge watch, which you're more than welcome to join in. Just go to their Twitter at tvbinges just to find out more information. You can find me on Twitter at RickyJDiaz. That's RICKYJDIAZ, or Z if you're American.
And now it's time to wrap this sucker up. We hope you enjoyed our crazy, wild rantings of what should happen in Season 2 of Heroes Reborn. We look forward to listening to your feedback about our ideas. And just keep sending stuff in. We like hearing from you guys.
Download the podcast, save the world.